Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a really fun one. Now, I did a video kind of, I want to say similar to this, but not really the same, because in my previous video I shared kind of, not like my previous video, but the previous video that I did similar to this one, I kind of shared some predictions in terms of what products I think brands would launch in the remainder part of 2024 as well as 2025. I can confidently say that out of all the predictions, 2 of them have already come true, at least like 2 almost completely, but I'm not going to get into that list. I will do an update on that probably towards the end of 2025 to see which more launches in that video actually end up happening by different brands. But today's video, I want to more so like, if any of the brands who I am talking about in this video end up watching it, are these products that you plan to do? And if you don't plan to make these products, then will you make it happen? Do you think it's a great idea? And is this something that other people are asking for as well? I want to know that, because I have certain specific like type of products that I want these brands to launch. At least that's what my wish is, and I would be so happy for it to happen. I don't know if they are planning, so I would not call this like a predictions. Like, I'm not going to say that okay, brands are going to launch this, but I would like to see these products from these specific brands. So that's what this video is going to be about. It's more so like my wishful thinking, not really predicting. But again, if any of these products actually come true, I'm going to be over the moon. There is no doubt in my mind that I'm going to actually buy the product for sure. And it would be like, I don't know, am I someone who can see the future? I don't know. I don't think I can, but if it happens, that would be really great. So anyways, without any further ado, let's jump into this video and let's get started. Now, I have 10 products that I want to see multiple brands. You'll see some common denominators, like there's a lot of Plum, there is Dermaco, there is, okay, let's actually get into it. There's a lot of Plum as well, but let's get into the list and let's get started. I'm not going to go in any particular order, just the order that I have written on my notes app. So the first product that I really want this to happen, and that is Dermaco to launch a retinol serum. Now, you guys know I love my retinols, and I've loved my foxtail retinol for a very long time. At the same time, the reason I would really want Dermaco to do a retinol, and more so something that's not super milky, more like maybe a gel-based consistency, something that they do in the kojic acid cream packaging, something along those lines, that would be like similar to what I have used from Earth Rhythm in the past, but then it got discontinued, something like that. And I also think that Dermaco could do something with various strengths. So if you know, there are I think it's, what is the brand with the silverish packaging? I'm not being able to remember the name, but if I'm able to find that product, I will leave a photo somewhere. There is this retinol from a US based brand that has different strengths. So something like that, if I think an Indian brand comes up with, and I feel like Dermaco has the resources to do that, would be really amazing for people of different, again, like if you have super sensitive skin, you have a lower percentage version. If you want a higher strength retinol, then you would have a higher version as well. So something like that I feel like would be really great, and I would really want Dermaco to do their version of a retinol. So I really hope that that happens, and I'm actually surprised that it's not happened yet, to be very honest with you. Okay, let's move on next, because we cannot talk about every product for like 4 minutes. So the second product, and this one again I'm surprised has not happened yet, is Plum launching a cherry perfume. Now, cherry had a really big moment, and I feel like that moment has already passed, but I'm still seeing some Indian brands launching cherry perfumes, like Bella Vita launched a cherry perfume. Now, again, the imagery has cherry photos, but when you see the notes of the Bella Vita perfume, there is no cherry in there. So I'm not 100% sure if it is going to be like a Kayali Love Fest or a Tom Ford Lost Cherry dupe or not. Regardless of that, the reason why I'm surprised Plum didn't do a cherry perfume yet is because they already have a cherry line where they have a body wash, a body yogurt, a body lotion, and I want to say a body scrub as well, but I'm not very sure if they have a body scrub or not. And when cherry was having such a big moment, it would almost feel like it's the right time to launch a cherry perfume, but they didn't do that. So I'm not sure if that is something they're planning on doing. I think it would be a really big market, honestly, to capture, because Plum has so many loyal like like their target fan base and target audience basically loves their products and jumps on every single new launch that they do, like almost every single new launch, I want to say. So it almost feels like a missed opportunity, at least to me personally. I don't know the numbers behind it, but I still think that this is something like they should have definitely done. And if they have not done it yet, I really hope that they do it in the future at least, because I still think that there is not as many cherry perfumes in the Indian market, so it's not like the market is saturated. You can definitely do more. There is scope for it, for sure. Moving on to our third launch, which I want to see again, Dermaco. So this is something I want from Dermaco. There are a couple, no, actually this is the last one. So there are only 2 products that I want to see from Dermaco. Dermaco, please launch a retinol body lotion, please. I feel like the only Indian brand that is doing retinol body lotion and doing it right is Chemist at Play, and their retinol body lotion. You guys know I'm a big fan. I've used up like tons and tons and tons of it, and that's like my holy grail. That's my favorite. So it's not like I'm complaining that there are no options out there in the market. It's more so like I don't want just one brand to have monopoly over that. I want more brands to do retinol body lotions, and I want to see what thing they can do different. What is the packaging going to be like? I feel like Chemist at Play has great packaging, by the way. But then again, I want to see Dermaco, to be honest, venture into more body products. They could do, they could do body washes also, like with salicylic acid, even though I would not personally buy anything. But they could do like salicylic acid body washes, glycolic acid body washes. They could do a retinol body lotion. Dermaco really has scope to like venture more into body care, and I really hope that that's something that they do in 2025 and in the future basically. Moving on next, I also want Plum, because I know that Plum has already kind of ventured into this a little bit. I don't know how successful it was for them, to be honest, because Plum is more so a brand that I feel is more known for their scents, like fruity scents, this scents, that scents. Like it's more of like the experience and the scents as compared to the actives. So regardless, I want Plum also to jump into doing a retinol body lotion, because again, I don't want there to be just 1 or 2 players in the beauty space. I want all brands to have these kind of products, because that way we can actually see, and it doesn't have to be like the same thing in every brand. It should be something different, something unique, obviously. So for them to maybe have a retinol body lotion in a specific scent could help, and then or they could do like a new scent and then make a retinol body lotion out of that. Whatever it be, I think Plum does have great body lotion formulas. So if they do a retinol body lotion, it would be in their same really amazing formula, right? So yeah, that's something that I do want to see. Let's move on from retinol body lotions to the next I would say type of product, and there are 2 brands I want to see this from, to be honest, because I feel like they can both do it right. And I'm talking about a lip stain. Now I am having a recent I want to say, I think obsession is a very strong word, but I'm having a recent excitement towards a lip stain category. And I've seen I went to a store, actually a Tira beauty store, and I swatched the Etude House ones, which are really popular, and I'm planning on maybe buying one or maybe a few of those in 2025. Currently I'm on a lipstick no buy, so I'm not going to buy a lip stain, but I want to try that out. I think the brand Lamel has also some great lip stains which I want to try out, and I also want more of my favorite brands to launch lip stains, because I think that would be really exciting. And 2 of my favorite brands which I think can do lip stains amazingly would be A, Nykaa, and B, Plum. Now Nykaa has a lot of great lip formulas, so I'm surprised that they haven't done a lip stain yet, because I feel like lip stain is one category where in the Indian market there are A, not too many brands, and B, there are not too many like shades. Now for example, Lamel, and again don't quote me on this because I'm not sure, but I think they're an Indian brand, so I feel like some of the shades that they have would be more suitable for Indian skin tones. A lot of times when it comes to Korean brands or like Asian brands basically do lip stains, they do more like pinky shades which might not always be flattering on Indian skin tones. So that's the reason I want to see like more nudes, more browns when it comes to lip stains. And yeah, I think again Nykaa jumps into a lot of different trends, so I'm surprised how they didn't do a lip stain yet, because lip stains have been quite popular in the market, like in the global beauty space, for a while now. It's not like a recent thing as such. So yeah, I would really be excited to see Nykaa come out with a lip stain. And then again, I also want Plum to do this, because with them I feel like they launch makeup but it's quite sporadic, and they have multiple lip formulas already. So again, it's something I feel like they can expand on their library by coming out with a lip stain, and I feel like that product would again do really well for them, just like I said for the cherry perfume. So I would want these two brands to come out with lip stains, and if they do, I'm definitely going to try it out 100% for sure. So moving on next, I'm also sorry for my cold by the way, but yeah, let's move on next. Now there is one product from Foxtail. I feel like Foxtail has a really varied product library, and that's something I'm a really big fan of, because they have a product for everyone, and I feel like all their launches are very thought out as well. Now something I have not seen them tease, or I don't think that they're doing something like this, but I really want them to, is for them to come out with a peptide based face serum. Now again, this is a product category that I want to get into, because I did watch some videos from I want to say creators who are older than me, talking about peptide face serums and how peptides in your skincare can help long term with your skin. And I probably will try out the minimalist peptide face serum at some point of time in 2025, but I would really like Foxtail to do one of this, because I'm a big fan of most of the serums that I've tried out from them. I think they have worked pretty well for me. So for that reason, I would want them to launch at least some sort of a peptide based face product, and a serum would be the most ideal one in that list basically. So yes, I think that would be really exciting, and I would jump on it like immediately. Regardless of that, let me know if you've tried out different peptide based face serums in the market. The only one I know of that looks appealing to me is the minimalist one, but if there are other brands, then let me know that down below as well. I feel like that's a category which I haven't explored too much, so I don't know much about. So if you know of any good options or recommendations, then let me know down below. Moving on next, we have, I think, just three more products. So the next product which I want, and this is a hair care product actually, so something that I'm again pretty interested in and I want to eventually try out at some time this year, is a lamellar water. Now this is supposed to be like this watery kind of product that you just put in your hair, and then you rinse it off within just like 8 seconds I think, or maybe even like 10 seconds at max, but it smoothens out your hair a lot. And if you can see my hair right now, it's pretty smooth because I used hair mask on it yesterday, but otherwise I mean, it takes me like half an hour to put the hair mask in, and then I wait for half an hour before I wash my hair off, so it can be time consuming. Now a lamellar water can be way more quick and easy, especially on days when I don't have the time, like I want to wash my hair but I cannot put hair mask in because I don't have half an hour to wait. And then on those days I feel like if I just wash my hair without any sort of conditioning to it, then it does feel quite dry, frizzy, coarse, rough, all those kind of things. So I feel like a lamellar water would really help. So I do want to try out the one by Be Blunt and see what that one is like. I am not sure if the L'Oreal ones are available in the Indian market or not. And again, L'Oreal is not cruelty free as well, so I would like to try out the ones from Be Blunt first and see how they work. However, the other brand that I want to see launch lamellar water is actually Tresemme. Now I know that Tresemme I think has a lamellar like line in general, but it's got more like shampoo conditioner kind of products. I would like to see like a proper lamellar water from them, and I mean, I could also try out the shampoo and conditioner, not the conditioner probably, but at least the shampoo from that line and see what it's really going to do. But I don't really think it's going to do much, to be very honest. So what I would really like to see them launch is a proper lamellar water, and I hope that is coming. I think they have one in the international market. Don't count me on that, but I think they do. I think I've seen it like kind of a little bit. So if they just bring that same product in the Indian market, I would be really glad and really happy. But yeah, that's what I want to see in the hair care space, and that's the only hair care product that I really want to see, because I feel like apart from that, we have a lot of great products in terms of hair care in the Indian market. And yeah, that's that. Okay, now the last two products, and the second last one is actually so I kind of thought about the brand and the product category at the same time. So I figured if this brand came out with that, then it would be quite amazing. So this is also from Plum, and I would like them to launch something like a cleansing jelly. So the inspiration for it would be like Crave Beauty's that grape cleansing balm, not cleansing balm, cleansing jelly, kind of double cleanse product that they have. That could be a great option. I mean, something inspired by that basically could be a great option. And I've also tried a product like this from Isntree. Their, what was it called, chestnut jelly oil or something like that. So basically it would be like a clear jelly that washes off your makeup but also emulsifies completely. And if it's not like completely emulsifying, you can at least use a face wash on top of that to wash any kind of residue that you might have, like any kind of oily residue on the skin. You can still wash it off. I would obviously prefer something which is like Foxtail's Daily Dew It Cleanser, which basically washes off on its own. You don't need to use a face wash along with it. But just a more unique cleansing product, because right now I feel like cleansing balms have been really gaining momentum and have been really popular, especially because of like the cute packaging that they have going on and stuff. And while I do appreciate that, I feel like we need something that is more economical. You get more quantity, and usually with those you only get 50 grams. You don't get those in 100-gram sizes. So that's one problem. And I want to see more unique cleansing, like makeup removal products basically in the market. So that's what I really want to see. And the reason why I think Plum would be the like ideal brand, I mean, of course, if any other brand does it too, I would be super excited, especially if it's one of the brands that I mentioned today. Like if Dermaco did it, or I don't think Nykaa would do it, but if they did it, I think I would still be interested. Even if Foxtail did that, it would be really great. But I feel like Foxtail already has their Daily Dew It Cleanser, so for them to do it might not make as much sense, because then they're competing with their own product, right? So that would not really make a lot of sense for them as a brand to do. But if they did that, I would still be happy regardless as a consumer. But for Plum to do that, I think it would make a lot of sense, because they have a cleansing balm already, they have a cleansing oil already, and both of those products actually, I mean, at least the cleansing balm I know is quite popular. The cleansing oil, I feel like I'm not as sure if it's that popular or not, but still, for them to come out with a third product in their cleansing balm line would make a lot of sense, because it would capture more of like a target audience essentially. So yeah, that is that. And then the last launch that I want to talk about, and this one again, I want to see Nykaa do this, because I feel like they are the brand who could really do this more than any other brand, and it's a makeup product. So this is an eyebrow marker. Now I have not been very familiar with these personally, but it's more like a eyebrow sketch pen kind of a product, and that's the best way I can describe it. So I feel like these products are very popular in the Asian beauty space, for one thing, and the other thing is that these kind of products from more shady brands have been very popular on like Facebook, Instagram, those kind of things. And the reason I know that is because some of my relatives have asked me if reputed beauty brands like Faces, Color, Nykaa, etc., even like Benefit, Anastasia, etc., if those kind of brands have these products in the Indian market, which are more easy to go and buy, maybe in a store, or you can buy it on Nykaa and stuff. And I don't know if there are other brands that are doing eyebrow markers. I should probably check this on Nykaa to see if there are any brands doing eyebrow markers that are being sold on Nykaa. But regardless, I think the one brand that can do eyebrow markers and can do it well would be Nykaa. Again, because if you see the entire makeup product lineup that they have on their website, app, like basically all their product offerings, you would see a lot of trendy beauty products which are on there, and eventually at some point some of them do get discontinued. Others, if they are selling well, they just continue to stay. And this is something they could definitely do, because they have, I'm pretty sure they have an eyebrow pencil, I want to say at least, and if I'm remembering correctly, they also have an eyebrow gel. So this is the one thing that they could launch, that would be an additional like product that they could have in their overall like beauty lineup essentially. So yes, those were the 10 different products that I want these specific brands, or I think even if other brands did it, I would be excited, but I would be more excited if these brands specifically did these launches. So let me know your thoughts. Would you be excited to see any of these launches? What are your thoughts? I really want to know, so please feel free to leave your comments down below. I would love to read them. And that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you again with a new video very soon. So until then, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm again so glad that we hit 2K, and since I did it like within 15-16 months, I am hopeful that we'll be able to hit our next milestone in 2025 itself. So please subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean the absolute world to me. But until then, I'm gonna see you very soon in my next video. Wow, I was slurring towards the end, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Until then, bye bye.